respected panelists, speakers, dear delegates, good afternoon to you all. I am Dr. Paranthaman from Occupation BML Limited. I would like to talk on effective leadership through positive thinking. Let us discuss about leadership, positive thinking, emotions, and competitions. As a company medical officer, our responsibility is to maintain the well-being of individuals in the industry. Also, we have to inculcate the positive thinking in our leaders. Positive thinking not only aligns the leaders in the organizational goals, it also provides protection and wellness. Therefore, it has to be spread to the leaders, doctors, line managers, and employees, because positive thinking also gives longevity of life, and it also can prevent some diseases, especially the COVID-19. People can come out quickly from some diseases. Of late, industries are demanding competencies from the executives as a promotional policy. What are these competencies? There are 11 universal core competencies which they are expecting us to have some of them. As all of us know, leaders are born and they have the competencies. What about the others? So, the leader to have effective and others to claim the promotion ladder, we have to practice positive thinking. So, let us see what is a leader. Leadership is action of leading a group of people or an organization. Actually, he inspires, collaborates, teamwork, motivates, and delivers. At the same time, he takes care of well-being. He is a leader. The leader has three important components. Vision. He envisions himself and stretches his imagination beyond. Secondly, he organizes. He has to harness the capabilities of the individuals to lead. That's not an easy task. Thirdly, he has to give 100% outcome irrespective of the odds. So, the leaders has to practice positive thinking so that they can excel in every aspects. What is the characteristics of a positive leader? He has to have an excellent communication, as we all know. Positivity, he should be always optimist. Emotional intelligence, empathy, ethical, integrity. He has to accept his defaults. If he don't accept the mistakes, he cannot go back and find out the root cause analysis, and he cannot fight back. So, accountability is very important. Negotiation skill it's not anymore the department of marketing and purchase, because the doctor has to have a negotiation skill to sustain in the present market. Creativity, teamwork, transparency, and honesty. Okay, let us see what is the theories of leadership. Trait theory says leaders are born. Behavioral theory says they are made. Situational theory says the person who has high EQ and high IQ, they are the leaders. Transactional theory says the person who motivates, collaborates, and teamworks is the leader. What are the types of leadership? See, democratic, you have delayed decisions. Autocratic, you have stress in the industry. Laissez-faire, you have freedom and laziness. Strategic, you will see the company growth. Transformational, you will see well-being in the industry. Transactional, you will see no attachment with the company. Coach type, they will build the industry for the future. And bureaucratic, there is no risk involved. Leader, whatever may be the objective, he will get over it with his smartness. What have we learned through Lagan? Unimaginable dream. It's about a teamwork, collaboration, teamwork, and motivation. And the leader who can achieve the unimaginable dream in the industry, it can be any industry, can give engagement. What is engagement? Understanding, alignment, and motivation. So he will be an effective leader. If you can stay positive in a negative situation, you definitely win. See, we saw what is the leadership. Now let us see what is positive thinking. Looking at things from a positive point. Even if it is negative, we are supposed to look at it as a positive. If the delegates thinks positive, they very attentive and they, enthusiastic, they go back and implement in the industry. And some of them become effective leaders. If they're negative, 5% of them, they get trapped. They don't know what to do. Other 5%, they will be in mobile or daydreaming. Martin Seligman, father of psychology, he has posted a theory of well-being called reframe. That is resilience, fight back quickly from the difficulties, kindness, flow, that is dedication and involvement, relationships, meaning what for you are there as a leader, what is your responsibilities, and embodiment. If the person who's having reframe, he will definitely have a well-being. What have we learned from Ikigai, the village in Japan? It is the proof of positive thinking. Everyone in that village living above 100 years with happy and harmony. Because positive thinking gives longevity of life, prevents chronic diseases, prevents communicable diseases, and prevents aging disorders like arthritis, cataract, and Alzheimer's. So, it is a lesson for each and every one of us to practice positive thinking for an well-being. Say, if a leader has positive thinking, the company will prosper. If the leader has negative thinking, the company is definitely going to perish. What have we seen in the last century? So many companies have perished. Similarly, so many countries have gone bankrupt because of the poor governance. So, to an organization to prosper and the country to grow, an effective leader who's thinking positive is need of the hour. What is positive attitude? It is nothing but positive parenting, positive schooling, positive environment. They get positive attitude and they become positive leader and end up in effective leader. It is the opposite of negative. So they are always happy, they are always optimist, they are successful. What is the traits of a positive thinking leader? Emotional intelligence. They control the emotions of them and they control the emotions of the others. Creativity, there is strategic, global, they think in a large. Their honesty, empathy, integrity, self-confidence, loyalty, kindness, perseverance. Their actions will never stop because whatever the difficulty comes, they will move on. Resilience. Their energy, emotions will never drop. Whatever the disturbance or they can adapt to the new situations quickly. We saw leadership, then we saw positive thinking. If a leader thinks positive, he will get positive emotions. As the positive level goes up, even the emotion level goes up. The emotional energy will go up. Once the emotional energy goes up, he will gain the competencies, what we have discussed in the earlier slides. Let us see what is an emotion. A strong feeling deriving from one's circumstances, mood or relationships with others. It may be instinctive or intuitive. See, if a leader thinks positive, he is going to get positive emotions, and as a chain reaction, he is going to end up in success. If the leader thinks negative, he is going to get negative emotions and he is going to end up in the failure. For example, if he thinks half full, then he will get happy and smile. Smile is the identity of any positive leader. So happy, smile, laugher, enthusiastic, energetic, gratitude, empathy, perseverance, and resilience, and end up in the success by achieving the target. In the other side, if the leader thinks negative, he gets sad, fear, angry, anxiety, depression, frustration, resentment, loneliness, loss of self-confidence. They end up in the failure because they cannot come up with the cover the production time. There will be rejection, there will be service problem, there will be quality problem. In addition, they will also have a health problem because the hormone which is related to negative thinking is cortisol and adrenaline, which will be very high, and they will be having hypertension and cardiovascular diseases. Whereas in positive thinking, dopamine is the happy hormone, serotonin is the feel-good hormone, oxytocin is the love hormone, and endorphin is the motivation hormone. So these hormones immediately secrete and keeps the leader in the successful path. So it is always essential for the leader to keep positive thinking, and so that he will achieve his goal.
You have control of this. This belongs to you. This is your
There's no audio.
You're the captain, you're the master, you're the foreman, you're the general, you're the head. Don't give control of this to nobody.
Okay, over. Benefits of positive thinking. Increased immunity. This we have learned in recent COVID, because all of us know what happened, because those immunity was very much talked about. Protection against COVID-19. Martin Seligman has conducted a study. He has conducted a study on people who are COVID positive in two groups. In group 1, where the SpO2 is less and HRCT is low, so he has given positive thinking to them. At the end, he found that the people who have received positive thinking have recovered quickly. The morbidity and mortality was very less. So he has documented that when a person thinks positive, the dopamine, the good feel-good hormones, all the positive hormones get secreted, and they create interleukins and interferons. Thereby, they are going to, engulf the macrophages will engulf the SARS-CoV-2, and the healing will be healing is quicker through healing of the inflammation. So, this is the journal he has published. Then we have the lower risk of chronic diseases. You have job satisfaction, self-realization. There will be increased productivity and well-being of the individuals. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. So let us see positive approach during COVID-19 in BEML. Through effective leadership and competences, as all of you, even we were awakened in 2020 with a new disease called SARS-CoV-2. We did not know what to do. We don't know the diagnosis, we don't know the treatment, what it is, we don't know, and we were very much scared whether to treat the patient or not. But through effective leadership, we embraced the change. Customer focus, we created fever clinic, treatment room, isolation room. We have opened 40-bedded COVID care center. We purchased a TrueNut. So that, and we have given extensive counseling to every individual. We reduced and we contained the diseases mainly through awarenesses. So this is the way we have achieved the customer focus. Then partnering and collaborating for success. We have partnered with all the government officials. We have all the referral hospitals in Bangalore for the beds. And then DRDO helped us to refill our oxygen cylinders where there was acute shortage. Seizing the opportunities, during wave 2 when there was oxygen was a shortage, BEML made 200 oxygen generators of 1,000 liters and distributed all over India as a CSR. Without positive attitude, success is called luck. With positive attitude, success is called achievement, as per Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. See, now we have seen if the leader thinks positive, he gets positive emotions. And if the positive emotions are high, if the positive energy is high, they will get competencies. Let us see what are these competencies. A competency is generally defined as a combination of skills, knowledge, attributes, and behaviors that enables an individual to perform a task and an activity successfully within a given time. Knowledge is gained if the knowledge is applied, practiced, and learned, it is skill. If the skill is put on a job, it is called performance. If the performance over a period of time, it becomes experience. The experience in the long run becomes mastery or leadership. This leadership can grow as a potential for growth. See, BEML has designed competency development through 3 dimensions. One is individual dimension, organizational dimension, and transrational. Individual, to have a full competency, the individual has to develop himself, maybe through embracing the change and creativity and problem solving. See, if there is any issue, he need not wait for people to come and attend. A leader will jump in and try to solve the issues. Organizational dimension. Organization also should have dimensions like proper planning, strategic planning, and customer focus, and transrational.
Please conclude in 2 minutes, please.
Okay, sir. As a universal law, we need to maintain the equilibrium of the ecosystem, and moreover, if we have international business, we have to match the international standards. Like recently, BEML has sold 30 vehicles to the Cambodian defense, which they have newly modified and it was distributed. So through this three-dimensional, we can achieve a competency. So these are the competencies we were always discussing. All these competencies we have already discussed. And excellence through leadership, excellence through results, and excellence through people. So these 11 competencies, BML has made 3 competencies for the DGM, so that 5 competencies for general manager, 7 competencies for CGMs, 9 competencies for directors, and 11 competencies for chairman to get through and to get the promotions. What is Johari window? In Johari window, we need to find the blind spot because it is known to you, but it's not known to others. What is that? It may be behavior, skill, whatever. So leadership has to come out of this. How? He has to be openness and take feedback so that everything will become free. So Heisberg, whatever the positive thinking he has, and there may be negative thinking which he has to sit down and work up. Once the leader finds out his difficulties, then he slowly can come out and be an effective leader. This is emotional energy zones. If the leader is having negative thinking and low energy, he is set off, he is burnout, exhausted, rejected, exploited, depressed, and drained. If the leader is having negative thinking but high energy, he is competence, survival, stressed out, frustrated, anxious, and angry. If the leader is having positive energy but low energy, he is relaxed, peaceful, carefree, and relief. If positive energy and high energy, he is an effective leader. Challenged, connected, excited, and ecstatic. How to acquire the positive thinking? Exercise, smile, and laugh, you get endorphins. Exposure to sunlight, D. Tryptophan, avocados and dry fruits, serotonin. Playing with pets and hug and kiss, you get oxytocin. Dark chocolates and meditating, you get dopamine. Childlike playfulness, spontaneity. Do instantly whatever you feel like. Freedom. Do not hesitate to do anything which you wanted to do. Flexibility. You must give an option, openness. Sustainability. There is a wellspring in us which we have to tap into. It should be openness. There's a wellspring in us which each one of us can tap into. Collaboration, teamwork. Conclusion. Positive thinking leadership. Modeling, facilitating, and purposefully influencing positive emotions that encourage team members and employees to excel in their work. Practicing positive leadership enables to create a healthy organizational culture and cohesive teams. Positivity increases your ability to succeed and to meet life challenges. Positive leadership comes from having faith in the future and resolve to solve difficult problems. Finally, leadership, if he has positive thinking, gets emotional energy and competencies, thereby he will become an effective leader. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Be a leader and be a positive thinker. Thank you very much.